Good morning, welcome to the channel. My name's RichyVida. Thank you very much for being here. As part of my sponsorship with MyMoto, I've been invited to the headquarters Moto Direct, which turns out is about 5 minutes from where I live. Okay, 10 minutes from where I live. Who'd have thunk it? So we're going to go to the headquarters because they want to tell me all about and show me the airbag systems, show me how it works, and also set one off on me. So stick around and let's see how we get on at Moto Direct being blasted with an airbag. Quite nervous actually. What a stunning day. 25 degrees. Fresh back from Greece 2 days ago, and now 25 degrees. Oh. What about you? Do you ride with an airbag? Have you ridden with an airbag? And what do you think about said airbag? It's obviously a very, very, very good idea. You just want it to be as inconspicuous as possible, and I don't mean looks, but you know, wearing it. You don't want to be able to. Doesn't want to be cumbersome, does it? It wants to be comfortable. Again, in all weathers. This is a good test actually, because again, if you're going off abroad, riding in hot temperatures, you don't really want to be laid down with a big heavy airbag. So it'll be interesting to see, because I've never had a single thing to do with them. I don't know the first thing really about them or how they work. Well, it'll be interesting to find out, won't it? This is it, I think. Winkerbank Way in South Normanton. Moto Direct Limited. Here we go. Here we are. Let's go in and have a look. Right, let's go on in. Here he is. There's Mr. Phil. Let's go on up. Quite excited about this. Not about my ribs aching though. Hottest day of the year probably, is it?
You ready to do this?
I am, mate. How are you? Good to see you,
got to meet up with a guy called Joe who does all the RST airbag stuff. So okay.
This is RST headquarters, did you say?
Yeah.
Wow. Massive. After you.
Cheers.
Do it. You have to excuse this carrying the lid.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Is it Joe?
Yes, nice to meet you.
Yeah, and you. Thanks ever so much for allowing me to do this.
You're
very much looking forward to checking some stuff out, but also I need to ask you if I can be possibly banged. Will you be able to?
We can make you go bang. That's not.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
Cool. Let's go.
Welcome. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Should we go
in
to our
yeah.
This is obviously this is Moto Direct. We are the UK importers of RI helmets, AGV helmets, Motor Oil, amongst other brands, and we manufacture RSTs ourselves. So it's a really cool company to be part of, and it's just fantastic. And my job, amongst many other things, is to be the airbag guy, the tech guy, talks about product. So that's why you've got the displeasure of having to listen to me.
Shall I go on in?
Yeah, please do.
Thanks, Joe.
Right, folks. So thanks very much for joining us. We are at the RST headquarters. Just so you know, I know I showed you exactly where it was, but it's not public, so I've had to, should I say, he's had to twist quite a few things for me to be able to come and see this, because it's not normally for people like us to be allowed in here. So thanks very much, I really appreciate it. But I am excited to get to know more about this airbag stuff, because I'll be honest, I've never done a single thing to do with airbag. I don't know the first thing about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's putting like a big rucksack on my back, which I really don't like the idea of, and I think that's probably why a lot of people don't, because they probably think the same. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it works and just giving us like a bit of a ballpark rough idea of how it works, and you know, the layman's kind of, you know. And I believe these things are for me to try on, are they?
Yeah, so I've got a couple of different sizes in 3 different products for you to try. You know, obviously it's important for the airbag that we get the correct size. Now, in theory, it works that if you're a 44 in an RST non-airbag garment, you should transfer over to a 44 in an airbag garment really, really easy.
Okay.
So we build the airbag into the garment, which is different from what a lot of other manufacturers do. Part of that is making sure that we know in the event of an accident, you're going to be protected by the airbag in the way that it's designed to. But obviously that just does mean that we have to just check your sizing, and if you're borderline, you have to go up a size. So, you know.
Well, that's the other thing. You don't want to feel like today especially, like it's really hot out there, I don't want to think, I've got to put my jacket on, but it's a bit like uncomfortable because of that, and a bit like, you're just kind of not going to do it, are you? So yeah, you want it, the first and foremost, it's got to be comfortable for you to be able to just not it's essentially like car insurance, bike insurance. You've got it, but you don't want to ever have to use it.
Yeah, that's
the thing. Same thing with the airbag. You don't want to have to think all the time, oh, that's my airbag, you know. Just put your jacket on, it's in there, but you don't want to know that it's there. And
that usability is a big part of the way that we build them. It's, you know, it's going to add weight into a garment, for example, but actually if you remove the superfluous parts and just put the airbag essentially only bits into the jacket, you end up with the lightest piece possible. Do you know what I mean? Then it makes it more comfortable. You get better airflow because you've not got layers on the inside of a jacket. So you get better heat exchange. You know, like you said, on a day like today, if you had, you know, an airbag, then a jacket, something else, you're going to be cooking. So keep it as simple as possible.
Definitely.
To give you A, the best experience, but B, so you can concentrate on riding your bike. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And that's, you know, the other thing with hot temperatures, you know, most people probably looking to get into the airbag thing or about to head off on some, you know, big trip somewhere, which is probably going to be hot, you know, if you're going into Europe and things like that, especially at the moment, it's baking, as we all know. But yeah, you just want to be comfortable. That's the thing. You don't. I'd hate to have to think about putting, like, let's say putting your winter stuff on in the summer. You're just not going to do it.
No.
You're just not going to do it. With the best will in the world, you're just not going to do it. And it's going to be one of those things where you think, oh, I'm not doing it today. And then the first time you do that, that's then going to become the second time, and then before you know it, it's just sat in the corner of your garage, not being used because it's too heavy and, you know, cumbersome kind of thing. So like I was saying before I arrived, you just want it to be invisible almost, don't you? You know, I think if you can get that across and it's doable, then why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, and I think the best example of that is armour. You know, a long time ago, you didn't get armour in jackets and suits and whatever else. And then armour came along and you used to buy it separately.
Yeah, I'm going to just jump in there very quickly. You just reminded me of something. Back, what you were just saying there, before the armour came with the jackets, I bought, this is perfect actually, perfect little segue. You've just completely reminded me of something. I bought an expensive back protector, you know, that you put on like a rucksack and you strap it in and blah blah blah. Then you put your jacket on. I think I used it twice. I just couldn't be arsed. Honestly, I couldn't be arsed, and I know what it's there for. But you know, put it on and you'd be a bit like uncomfortable. It's like catching on your jacket inside, or you know, you're trying to get your jacket. And I'm just like, oh, I can't be arsed for this. I hung it up, and I kept thinking expensive, and I kept thinking every time I went into the garage, what am I doing with that? That should be on my back. But I chose every time to leave it purely because it was uncomfortable. And it was a hassle to put it on. And that's just reminded me of the whole, you know, now everything's already in your jacket anyway, so it's as simple as throwing your jacket on and you've already got it there.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You want it to be as convenient as that.
And I think, in many ways, we're all a bit lazy. Convenience is always going to win to a certain degree, right? If it's not easy to work with, you're just not going to deal with it, right? So armour now, it's really difficult actually to find a garment that doesn't have armour in. The expected, as a consumer, the expectation is, I've got armour in this. So airbag, we believe, is the future of that. And that's another reason why we build it in, so that you have to put one piece on
and you're off.
Simple as that.
Could you just tell us all exactly, you know, how does this work? Because back in the day, I know you used to have to plug it in, didn't you? Like you plug it into your bike, and then if it became detached, like if you're on a jet ski and you pull the cord, it just cuts off. So how does it work now? Just, you know, you don't need to, you know, go on for half an hour.
Has Phil been telling you how much I talk? Is that what it is?
Okay. Well, just so you know, we can all understand. Just to give us
it's all about this piece. So this is my demo one. So it does say demo in a box on it. So ignore that to a degree. This is the brain of the system. Okay. Effectively, this has a series of sensors in that are detecting the inputs into them. They use like a 3D world. and they have a bubble of normal riding parameters set within those pieces. So when you're riding along, you're kind of accelerating, you're decelerating, you're turning, whatever. That's just really normal stuff. It sits within that bubble of normal riding parameters. Then we get knocked off, we have a slide, something else happens, it sits outside of that riding parameter, bang.
Yeah.
That's when the airbag's gone off to protect you. Now there's 3 different algorithms for 3 different types of riding. So road 1.
This is all switchable?
It is, yeah.
Within an app or?
Yes, that's right. App on your smartphone, makes it dead easy. You've got a road 1, you've got a track 1, which is for racing, for track days, for road racing, like that's the racy one.
Yeah.
And then you've got an adventure 1 as well, which is for fire roads and green lanes.
Okay. What happens if there's a false activation, and what are the chances of that happening?
So if you're running on the road and you're on the road algorithm, the chances of that happening are absolutely minute. In the 3 years that we've been working with InMotion around this product, it never really happens unless a customer does something that not really meant to.
Yeah.
If, however, you're using the road algorithm on the track, for example, it will go off before you need it.
Yeah.
Now, the way the coverage works is it's designed to be unrestrictive on using your motorcycle. So it's going to scare you because when it goes off and you're not expecting it, it's going to be like, whoa. But actually...
Which we might find out in a bit.
But actually, you should still be able to use your bike, no problems at all.
Should we try some on?
By all means, yeah.
Let's go for it.
What product do you like the look of? So we've got we've got a retro jacket with the airbag built in leather here.
Yeah.
We've got a kind of a more...
Just one thing while it pops into me.
Yeah.
So if you buy one of these jackets,
yes.
Do you buy the jacket and then have to fit this thing to it, or do you buy the jacket and it's in?
Yeah, so it's effectively, when you buy the garment from a shop, that's what you're buying. You're buying the garment, you're getting the inflator in there, you're getting the airbag in there, but you're not getting that part. Okay?
The brain that tells you what to do.
That's correct. That part needs to be either bought from or leased from InMotion, the company that makes it.
Okay.
So there's a couple of different options. You can buy it outright, it's 400 quid. Guess what? Most people don't do that.
Yeah.
The other way is a lease option. So you can lease it for 12 months for 120 quid, or you can lease it by month at £12 a month. Okay. In the UK, most people lease it on £12 a month because it's the most affordable immediately.
Plus some people don't ride through winter.
Correct.
So they don't need to...
And there's no minimum lease.
Yeah.
So you can turn it off if you're not riding during winter.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's really good.
Yeah. You've got to send it back to the InMotion, yada yada yada. There's a winter mode in there, so you can actually drop the subscription down, but you don't have to send the box back. There's different tricky ways that you can kind of work it out, but certainly just a lot of people happy to pay the 12 months. Yeah,
and is this just can you or I fit this in, or do you have to? It's not like a send off and have it fitted and comes back.
No. When you sign up to an InMotion account, and you pay for that either by buying it or by leasing it, InMotion will send you one of these that's brand new with your details preloaded onto it. Okay. Yeah. So part of the reason why you do that, you get the latest one with the latest software, the latest algorithm, etc., and then you're good to go.
Okay. And charging? Charge that up? Or?
Yes, that's right. So you've got about 25 hours of battery life on this. It takes about 3 hours to charge it from completely depleted all the way to full, as long as you use the wall outlet.
Yeah.
This one uses a micro USB. They've just changed them over to USB-C.
Thank you.
Yeah, a bit more.
Yeah. Come on, just give us USB-C for everything.
It'd be really easy, wouldn't it? Yeah. You can control it via your app on your phone, so that will give you things like the battery life remaining. Yeah, exactly. And then...
So this is... Sorry to cut but in there. So you do have to turn it on and off then?
You do.
Right.
This one has... I'll just show you this, even though it's my demo box. So this is an older one now. So we've got a switch at the side. So this is the micro USB one.
Yeah.
You will get a USB-C one from InMotion.
Yeah.
That is not there anymore, so we can ignore that.
Okay.
We have this outside button here.
Okay, yeah.
We can turn it on and off here. It's a double press.
Yeah.
2 quick successive presses so that you can't accidentally do it. So the idea is you can quite happily reach up into the back of your garment and then you can just press that and you're good to go.
Okay.
Similar for turning it on, makes it as easy as possible. And then when you charge it, you pop it out of the system to put it on charge. It does also have a low power mode. So if you go into a shop or you chuck your jacket down on your bed and as long as it's still, it will stop sending power to the sensors.
Okay.
or sorry, all the power.
So it'll go into like a sleep mode.
Sleep mode, yeah. But the idea is when you pick it back up, it turns itself back on. Now in sleep mode, you've got 15 days of battery life. So if you leave it overnight, for example, yeah, that's correct. You can just pick it up and it will turn itself back on. You can go to work the next day, which is kind of the thinking behind it, and you're safe. Obviously, we recommend try and remember to turn it off.
Yeah, but that's a good one actually. That because if it's only lasting 25, did you say 25 hours?
25 hours of continual use. Obviously, if you turn it off, then it's not using any juice. You know, but 25 hours of riding.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people don't do 25 hours of riding.
No. Yeah, that's good. That so if you do forget, it's not the end of the world. It'll sleep.
Correct.
Yeah. Even if you get to a hotel, for instance, you're knackered, you've had a day from hell, whatever.
Yeah.
You just completely forget. You took your jacket on a hanger. Shit, I forgot. I'll have my thing on. It will already be asleep.
Correct.
Because it's not been moved for 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
So it automatically goes into sleep then.
It does. Yeah. You don't have to do anything.
That's really good. Yeah.
And just to point these lights, I'm sure people are thinking about these lights. So that is just telling us that there's no inflator currently connected to this box, which makes sense because I haven't got it fitted into a Garmin. Your box, when it comes, that light will also work. That's the GPS tracker. Now, GPS does give speed information into the box. So imagine you're on Google Maps or Waze or whatever with your mobile phone. It tells you your speed. So all the sensors that I've spoke about so far, nothing to do with speed. GPS doesn't need to be connected for you to be safe.
Right.
But it helps a little bit.
Okay.
So if that's red, you're still protected. If it's green, you're still protected. So it just tells you whether one's attached or not. That's fine. And then the battery indicator, clear, like this one, you're over 20% battery. Red, you're below 20%. Flashing red, you're below 5%, probably about time to charge it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's have a look then.
Yeah, by all means. So we've got a kind of a do-it-all leather jacket, kind of for touring, for sports riding, that kind of thing. We've got, because it's hot today, we've got as light as we possibly could make a jacket with as much venting on it as possible, called the F-Line, and that is built with the airbag as well. And then we've got the Fusion. So this is a retro-styled garment with all the accoutrements you need for the airbag to work. So you've got a little bit of stretch in there. The leather's really stretchy, but it doesn't look anything like an airbag garment. No one would know that you're wearing an airbag garment.
Right, okay.
And the reason
that's the other thing as well. Some people don't like that look, and I'll be honest, I don't really like that look. You know, when you see people, you know, they've got this big, massive fluorescent, looks like a rucksack on. You know, don't mean to upset anybody with that. It's just personal. Yeah, I don't want to be. I want to just stick my jacket on and go for a ride.
Yeah, I'm the same as you.
Yeah, you know. I know people are different. We're all different, but yeah, sometimes you don't want it to look like it's something. You want it to just be your jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with these, you get that, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Now, the reason we've got more than one garment out is really, really cool. That is not tied to an individual product. So for yourself, when you get your inner box, you could put it in that, ride in that today.
Yeah.
Then it's a bit hot out, I want to ride in that.
Right, unclip, clear.
Yeah. Because you can only ever ride in one jacket at a time, right?
Yeah.
So you only ever need one box.
Right.
So that's a pretty cool thing about this system. The technology, that bit, travels with you.
Yeah.
Regardless of what garment that you use, which is really, really nice.
And I guess really it's just a matter of, you know, the charging thing and swapping it. It's only just like getting used to your intercoms.
Correct.
You know, we all complete. When I remember when I first had it, I'm like, oh, I've got to charge that off. I've got to charge it. You know, fitting it. Oh, nightmare. But now it's just like I was saying before. It's just like putting your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
You don't even know you're doing it. You know, you just get off. You know, you flip your intercom off and charge it up. I suppose, that's just something that you get used to.
Yeah, it is.
As long as it's not too much hassle to do it, it's not a problem, is it? It's not a hassle for you to flip your intercom off.
Yeah, listen, we've all bolted mobile phones into our lives, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we've learned to deal with that, so it's the same kind of thing, isn't it? Right, what do you want to try on first? Should we get the Fusion out?
Yeah, let's have a look at that one. So this is the retro
It is,
one,
yeah. It is, yeah. So the biggest thing with this product is what we do with leather, this retro style leather. We wash it in a series of kind of wax silicone washers that give you this retro look. So what you'll find is there's often like imperfections in the leather that's meant to have that, and it will age with you slightly quicker than a more traditional, you know, sport jacket would or whatever. So it gives you that retro look. It also gives us lots of stretch. So this is super stretchy material for leather, for the airbag. We do have the addition of the 4-way stretch that you see running under the arms, down side of the body. We need that. We need that for the airbag.
Right.
Not something that we would have traditionally put on a garment like this, but it just means that you've got that space in there for the airbag so that you know you're protected, which is really nice. Yeah. And we've kept it, you know, nice and subtle and you know, like with a nice look. So you got the antique nickel hardware on there and stuff like that. So
I definitely like the idea that it's built into it. Yeah. That's what, like I say, it's. I know what I'm like, and you know, with all the best will in the world.
Yeah.
You'd be late. Like you said earlier, we'd be a little bit lazy.
I mean, I know.
And some days, you know, you just can't be asked to reach over and put that on as well because you've already got comfortable.
Yeah.
But if it's part of it, then it's just putting your jacket on.
Yeah. There we see the coverage that you get from the bag. So you've got full frontal. So we say abdomen, thorax, top parts of the shoulder, all the way running down the spine as well. The blue part holds onto the airbag cushion, so when it inflates, the gas enters into this airbag piece, and that's where the coverage is for you.
Right. And so all the blue is your protective areas.
Yeah, correct. And it goes really large around the neck as well. So what you get around the neck is you get like a neck brace effect. It stops your neck from being whipped around too fast. We also line this garment with our 3D bubble mesh, so this just creates a microclimate on the inside. Just helps it to be a little bit more vented.
Breathe, yeah.
The bag, you got, you know, all airbags are the same. They have to hold on to the air. That means they don't breathe very well. So you can get too hot if you don't think about the construction of your garment, which is why we've done things like build that 3D bubble mesh in there. All right.
What happens once it's gone off? Providing you're all right, you say, what happens then? Is your jacket ruined, or what happens?
No, so again, another reason why we work with InnerMotion is their system has been designed to be serviceable by the user. So as a manufacturer, we want a user to have a maximum of 3 inflations before they send the garment back to us for an inspection. Okay. Now that's for 2 reasons. 1, we want to make sure the airbag is still functional and safe.
Yeah.
Okay. 2, we have the outer to consider. We need to know that this is still going to protect the rider.
Of course, yeah. If it's activated 3 times, 3 accidents, this is probably not looking best anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah. Service is free of charge, right? So you probably need to speak to your retailer. You have to pay the postage back to us. But in terms of us as a brand, you know, we will inspect the garment. Yeah. No problems at all, free of charge.
Right.
Okay, and then if we do have to do any service work, it's generally not a lot of money.
Yeah.
So a full airbag replacement, you know, can be 50, 60, 70 quid max.
Right,
so it's, you know, and then you get your 3 bangs again. So, you know, it's it's a fairly usable piece. New inflator, 100 quid.
Yeah.
I think they're 90 quid, sorry. Just bang them in, away you go, you know.
And where does that fit then? Where does the...
So it's all under this blue zip you see here. Now,
so the inflator and everything is all in there now?
Correct, yeah. Like banging in box in this, you're good to go. So the best way to access everything is actually to face it the other way. So if we open this zip, and then if you place it face down on the desk, like this, and then what you do is you lift up the tail of the garment, and you can see the access, you see the componentry, So this is called the shell. This is a polycarbonate shield that protects the inflator from external impacts. But it also gives us somewhere for the inner box to sit. So my demo inner box can lay there, and hopefully I can pop that in.
That's live.
Go, yeah, that's live. So we're kind of good to go now. If we take this zip all the way around here,
like a kid in a sweet shop,
we can move the shell back, and we can see.
Right, there it is. Yeah,
we've got, there's the back protector, there's the inflator, and there's your ignition cable.
So
the system.
That's the other side of this is an actual back protector then. So it's a level 1 back protector. It's very thick, but obviously where that airbag comes through and where the inflator lays down, it has slightly less protection, so it's important that it's really thick for the average energy absorption rating. And it works in conjunction with the airbag as well. So with those, you've basically got those 2 tubes of air that run down here. The back protector sits over the top of them to give you lots and lots of protection. Bridging over without creating pressure on your spinal column in the event of a bone injury to your back. Brilliant. Can we try it on then?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, let me reconstruct it after.
It's crazy to think there's all that in there, and it's hidden.
Absolutely.
That's the main thing, isn't it? Really.
Again, try it on, see what you think. You know, that's the proof's in the pudding, right?
And it's not really any heavier than any leather jacket.
No, so the additional componentry, and it's mostly is the back protector. The additional componentry weighs about 600 grams, 600 to 700 grams, depending on the size that you get.
Yeah.
Famously, our catalogue when we released this product was 600 grams, so it was the same weight as our catalogue.
I've got to say, this is my very first time of putting one on. You absolutely cannot feel anything. You can't feel anything there at all, apart from a back protector. I didn't expect it to be, you know, clunky in that, but in my mind, I'm like, surely you're going to be able to feel, you know, like ribs and, you know,
yeah,
you can't. It's just, you just feel a back protector in there.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Looks good.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
I've lost some weight now. I'll tell you. I know I'll keep milking that, but I'm quite proud of it. It's 2 stone. But yeah, I feel like I've banged on about that quite a lot. People will be like, when I'm fully McDonald's back up, you know, 3 stone heavier, people are like, nah, look at you, hey! But no, that's lovely. That's really nice. It does look good. But yeah, most importantly, it feels it. You wouldn't think you've got an airbag under there.
Yeah. Again, just...
And you're not wearing this bloody rucksack thing on top that's saying, I've got an airbag on.
Yeah.
Ah, lovely. Ah, brilliant.
So yeah, shall we set it off?
Lovely. What, this?
You want to?
I thought you'd... Well... yeah. I didn't realise you'd be setting like a proper one off. I thought you'd be like... Here's a, like, you know, pretend one that we put on people.
If I did the pretend one, then it wouldn't be nearly as fun, would it? Well, honestly, we'll do this, yeah. And what I'll do is...
that's another thing, how do you set it off? You're not going to push me over, right?
I'm going to check you downstairs.
I forgot about that bit, yeah. You didn't ask how we're going to do this, but we need to actually physically hurt you. So I stick it back on then?
Well, what I'm going to do is, so that's got a proper inflator. Now, the demonstrator inflators that I have set the gas off just a little bit more slowly.
Right.
So there's less stress on the components.
Okay.
Just for longevity.
Yeah.
So I'll pop one of them in for you, and then we'll set it off. And then what I'll do is I will pop a brand new airbag in, just like we would for a consumer. You know, if we're doing a service, and you're good to go with that. You happy with that?
Yeah, brilliant. Let's go for it. Ooh.
Sweet.
Speak with clarity, 'cause there's too much noise around us. Or maybe it's just me.
Is it time? I'm getting a bit nervous. What you didn't see off camera there, when we turned the cameras off, was after Joe had said it'll be a little bit slower than normal, Phil went, it won't. So, yeah, I think this is going to be just. I've got no injuries at the moment. Let's see how I am afterwards. Shall I just pop it on then?
Let's get it on. Yeah, by all means.
So, do you activate it off your phone?
I'm going to say.
So you're at least going to give me a countdown or something, aren't you?
Oh no. I'll give you a countdown.
So I'll zip it all up as though it's...
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm zipping the sleeves up. Like I'm putting my gloves on, but I will. This feels really nice, this jacket, actually. Oops.
Oh, thank you very much.
On your, from your trained eye, would you say this, you were saying before that sometimes you might have to go a size up.
Yeah.
If you're bordering on your size.
Yeah.
Just to accommodate everything. But on your trained eye, what does this look like as a size?
Absolutely bang on.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I think if you could try the size down. Even,
down?
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
He paid me to say that.
Hang on. Oh, hang on a minute. Do I need to do any like stretching or like?
Wait. Are you tense? Are you nervous?
I am nervous. Wait, don't just like spring it on me, will you?
Tell me when you're ready, and I'll give you a three countdown.
Hang on. Oh Jesus! I'm genuinely nervous. I've started to sweat.
I mean, it might be because you've got a jacket on under the really
maybe
hot
so, and it is a heat wave. Yeah. Shall we do it?
Okay, you ready?
Wait. This is horrible.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah! That really makes you jump.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah!
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah! That really makes you jump.
Look how great the airbag looks in this jacket as well. I mean, I've seen the Fusion go off, but only once before.
Yeah.
And you can really see that leather stretching around the airbag. It really shows it off very well,
Have a look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Looks like I've got a nice set of
airbags.
from this point. Let's have a look over here.
Actually, that's quite a cool thing.
I mean, it looks ridiculous like that, but
you feel very like that, don't you?
Yeah.
Right? You feel like you're kind of locked in, right?
yeah.
But you can, if you had any frontal impacts, anything coming towards you, or you travelling towards anything,
Yeah.
you can see that you're going to get a huge amount of protection.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Obviously, we haven't got a helmet on for the filming, but
Yeah.
the top of the bag's there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beyond where your helmet sits,
Yeah.
really. You know what I mean? And then,
So you would be really, your neck would be protected, definitely.
yeah, it's going to be
yeah.
like that. And then you just have a look at the back as well. You can see here, so that you can see is the back protector. We have the shell there, the inner box is sat there, sitting over the top of those, those airbag pieces that sit here. So there's no pressure on your spinal column whatsoever.
No, there's no.
You've got all that protection
Yeah.
there.
It is. That feels brilliant. But yeah, that did make me jump. Right, take 2. Wait. Go on.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
3, 2, 1.
Oh!
3, 2, 1.
Oh! Even the second time round, it just really makes you jump. Bloody hell! Even with the timer as well. So you know it's coming, but then it's still. That's brilliant. That's really shocked me actually how good that is.
Shall we just while we've got it up, should we get a helmet? Just pop it on so you can see what it feels like, the neck protection. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want to stick your helmet on. Obviously, that means that camera won't be recording so much, but it'll just give you an idea of the limited movement.
I know I'm not fastened, but yeah, you're exactly right. You cannot go left and right at all.
Yeah. So it's not the bone injury when we have a neck injury.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and back. You
go
really
forward.
tiny bit forward. You can't go back. You can't go left and right. That's.
Yeah. What causes the damage to our nerves and obviously losing the use of your legs and arms is not the bone, but is the spinal column. So if we have a bone injury in the neck from the shock, then the neck is supported, the back is supported, so that we don't have any, or we have less movement.
Yeah.
That is what's going to protect our spinal column, hopefully keep us in a situation where we can use our legs and arms.
That's brilliant. Wow. Actually, that's quite difficult to even get up and get your helmet off.
Yeah.
Well, mate, thank you very much for showing me all this.
You are more than welcome.
And for your very busy time, I appreciate it.
Oh, no, it's all good.
I love that, actually. Yeah, it's fantastic. Quite surprised. I'll try and peel it off now.
I mean, obviously, hopefully, you'll never have to use it in anger.
Yeah.
But now you know roughly what it could do for you. Do you want to?
There we go.
You got it.
That's brilliant. Wow.
Sweet.
Probably stand up as well.
It does, yeah, it does.
Hey,
yeah.
look at that! Ah, brilliant. Right then, that's you never did make me that cup of tea.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm going to get roped into making it, aren't I? I'll definitely try to avoid that as well.
Yeah, if I'll not mention it for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, that I think concludes our business here, does it?
I reckon so.
Well, thanks ever so much. I
Honestly,
really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome.
And thanks to Theresa for lining that up for me to come and chew the fat. And because to be fair, that's what we've been doing. We've been chewing the fat and just having a good afternoon. Right, we're all done. That was a bloody brilliant day. But you know what? I'm knackered, and I'm absolutely baking because it's what is it? Let's see what the bike says. 29 degrees. It's 29 degrees. that was, what a really good day that was, and what a very interesting place that is. Can't believe I've been past it a million times and didn't even know it was there. Oh, thanks to Joe for firstly his expertise and secondly his openness to just hang out. We've had a great time. It's been a really great day actually. Got here at 12ish and it's now 4:30 and it's felt like it's gone like that. And I literally got the RST Fusion jacket off the shelf. There you go. The one I got blown up in was given to me at the end to try. So I'm going to look forward to using that in the real world and seeing how I get on with it. But I will say then, putting it on, I was very surprised at just how normal it felt. It just felt like a normal jacket. With everything being integrated, you just couldn't feel anything. It just feels like you're slipping on your normal leather jacket, which is brilliant really. It was interesting learning about the science of how the airbags work. There's no tethering to the bike anymore or anything like that. It's just all with gyroscopes and accelerometers. Magic really. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that video. It's a little bit different and I hope it was useful to you. I hope it was, hope you took something from it. So thanks to Joe, thanks to Phil for holding the camera for me, and thank you very much to Theresa at MyMoto for setting it all up for me so I was able to go in there and see him. Thank you very much for watching. I've been RichyVida. Be good, be careful and be kind.
Joe, when he says it inflates a little bit slower, don't think like bicycle pump speed.
Yeah, it's
it goes with a proper bag.
yeah, it definitely does.
That's like
I'm glad I didn't turn you off for that.